John was not the last prophet. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So, this is a situation that needs to be addressed because you got these silly Christians out there who are making claims that John the Baptist was the last prophet. And that is clearly a lie, okay? First off, because a lot of people, they hear the word prophet and they don't even know what the word prophet means. Well, to help you better understand, this is the book of Genesis chapter 20 verse 7. Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. Now let's look up the definition for prophet here. So here you got the definition for prophet, which is Nabaya. Okay? Nabaya. Nabaya. And I believe that's Nabaya. But I believe it's Nabaya. And it says spokesman, speaker, prophet, obviously prophet, false prophet, heathen prophet. Now, when you come down here in this little white box, it tells you a prophet who was actuated by a divine afflatus or spirit, either rebuked the conduct of kings and nations or predicted future events. So a prophet is someone that predicts future events. And there's a phrase that we normally go by to describe predicting future events. It's called to say before. Okay, the word P-R-O, which means before, and phasai, which means to say. So the word prophesy, or the word prophet, is someone who says things before it happens. In other words, someone who predicts future events. Okay? And, Paul, he was a prophet that came after John the Baptist. Yahweh Shai was also a prophet. Okay? And a matter of fact, let me give you some examples of Yahweh Shai prophesying. It'll actually be quicker if I just do this. Bible, let me see. John chapter 8 verse 24. These are the words of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Even he was a prophet and a judge. Okay, the book of John chapter 8 verse 24. I said therefore unto you that ye shall die in your sins, for if ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins. And even in this last days, there's going to be millions upon billions of people that are Israelites that's not going to believe that Yahweh is the Son of the Most High and that he came 2,000 years ago. So what's going to happen? They're going to continue on in their wicked ways. They're going to continue on in their iniquities until judgment come upon them, which judgment is going to lead to their death, and a terrifying one. So here's one example of Yahweh prophesying right here. Here, let's get another example of Yahweh prophesying, because Yahweh prophesied of the future. He also prophesied of future events. I can get that one next, but there's another one I want to get. Oh yeah. Okay, here's another one. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. And a matter of fact, let me see. Now, these are all the words of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Okay, his name is Yahweh in the Hebrew. And he, Yahweh, said, "Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them." So Yahweh said, he said the time draweth near. What time is that talking about? That's talking about now, in the last days. There's many false prophets out there. Okay, hireling Johanna. Okay, Nate of IUIC, the leader of GOCC, Bubble Eyes Blackfish. You know, you got Fopi. You know, these are all false Israelite groups. Okay, they're false Israelite groups because they're not teaching the 100% truth. You know, as the brother Kazak would say from Missouri, 100% of what you need to know in order to be delivered. It says, "And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and the time draweth near, that time is now. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions," are there not wars and commotions going on right now? "Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by and by." So there is wars and commotions going on right now. What do you think all these uprisings and rebellings throughout the world from the Crown 2020 virus is all about? And that's people protesting against government for draconian laws restricting people from going to certain areas or leaving their houses in certain cases. So there's all kind of wars and commotions going on over this Crown 2020 virus. Okay? Then said he unto them, "Nation shall rise against nation." Okay, race wars. The race wars are brewing up. And kingdom against kingdom. You got the kingdom of Iran rising up against the kingdom of America. You got the kingdom of Russia, Soviet Union rising up against America. You got the kingdom of NATO rising up against Russia, even though they're going to turn on America eventually. You got the kingdom of North Korea rising up against the kingdom of America. And all these things are happening, man. and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Okay, there's earthquakes that happens every day on this planet, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Okay, fearful sights. Bright meteors passing through the sky, the sighting of UFOs. You know, obviously there's a pestilence going on. I don't need to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. That the C-19. Okay, that's a pestilence. Okay, and it says great signs shall they be from heaven. Okay, was there not a blood moon? Was there not a lunar and a solar eclipse? Wasn't there not signs in the sun? But before all these shall they lay their hands on you. Now, one thing you must also know is that there are prophecies in the Holy Scriptures which have not taken place yet. And this is one of them. Okay, the time is coming when martial law is going to suddenly happen and people are going to be casted out of their houses. They're going to throw you into a FEMA truck. They're going to throw you into a jail or a prison system where you'll be brought before judges and kings and rulers for a testimony of the Gentiles. And then after that, you might be thrown into a concentration camp, or the Most High might give you spiritual power to be delivered out of that situation and persecute you. Yeah, where do people get persecuted at? In the court systems. Delivering you up to the synagogues, the court systems, and into prisons. FEMA camp is a prison system. Being brought before kings and rulers for Yahweh's namesake, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it, therefore, in your hearts not to meditate, with your heart is your mind, before what ye shall answer. Okay? And ye shall be betrayed by both parents. This is a future prophecy that's going to happen. Parents are going to be like, hey, look, our son here has been going out with these group of people talking about America's going to be destroyed, and people's going to be getting Israelites are going to be getting abducted by UFOs, and it's going to be race wars, and I know about this guy. He should be coming home at such and such. So there's going to be people that's going to be betrayed by their parents and brethren, meaning your brothers, your blood brothers, and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And, sadly to say, friends, friends and kinsfolks are going to be causing brothers in the faith to be put to death. Some of them are known as agents who pretend to be friends in this thing. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. Okay, and your patience possess ye your souls. And these are all prophecies, man. Okay, so I'm just going to get to the point, Let me see. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, earth-sized tornadoes on the sun, and in the stars, comets and meteors passing by at night, during the daytime, the sighting of UFOs, and upon